It's a rematch of the 2022 FCIAC Championship here at the DHS Oval Field, where the Darien Blue Wave will face FCIAC rivals of the Trumbull Eagles. Hi everybody, joined alongside former Darien soccer player Eric Canigan. Eric, a lot riding on this game, of course, a rematch of that conference championship last season, but we're now in 2023 and these teams are ready to play.
Yeah, thank you for the introduction. It's a new season for the Blue Wave. They're hoping to get a result that's a bit different from the FCIAC final last year. Though this is a very strong Trumbull team. I spoke to John before the game, and he knows what they're up against today. So hopefully we have a competitive match on our hands.
Indeed it is, and starting at the Darien side, they have had a tough go at the 2023 season so far. However, the Wave picked up their first win of the season against St. Joe's last week. And overall, what does the Blue Wave have to do to come out and win this game?
It really has to do with momentum. John talked a little bit of strategy before the game, and they will be relying on a man-marking system today. So they're going to be playing a 4-5-1 with Mitch Davis, the captain, man-marking Owen Bull on Trumbull, who is an All-American. He is a star. And John has deployed this tactic before. He really just wants to shut down that talent as quickly and as soon as possible. And hopefully they can play with the remainder of the players and hopefully nick one. And take a 1-0 lead.
Indeed it is, and as for Trumbull, of course, Owen Bull, key player to watch for Trumbull, 2022 All-American last season. And as for the Eagles, they've been rolling this season, standing at 4-1-1 on the year, and they're looking to defeat the Wave on the road in this contest. And overall, what do the Eagles have to do to take home the win?
I think, a lot of stuff changes at the high school level year after year because of your graduating classes. So it's hard to say that a program will be consistently good. But what we've seen is Trumbull is consistently athletic. They have pace, they have power, and they just need to play to that strength. I know that John Bradley's teams traditionally don't play a tactically perfect system, but they look to employ kind of defensive tactics and then counterattack. So Trumbull just needs to play to their strengths, use their skill, and again, they've been doing well to score so far, and they just want to continue that form.
Indeed it is. Trumbull, one of the more dominant teams in this FCIAC conference, FCIAC championships last year. It's both these teams getting ready for this much-awaited contest at the Darien High School Oval Field. Got a beautiful day on our hands, the nice fall brisk weather.
Once fall comes around, you really know soccer is in full swing, and that was one of the highlights. You're out here during preseason when it's 95, 100 degrees on the turf, and when the cooler weather hits, it just makes for a different environment. So I'm sure both teams will be ready to play and excited for it.
And both these teams getting in their respective huddles before getting out into the starting formation here. Both the teams ready to play. No kids at Darien High School talking about this matchup. And this one's a big one going to be for both of these teams, of course. Very well-renowned matchup in the 2023 season campaign for both of these squads.
Yeah, Trumbull is always a big matchup for Darien soccer. I remember back in my day, which was a while ago, they still had a strong program, and it was always a competitive match. And again, I think Darien will have a bit of a chip on their shoulder following that FCIAC final loss to them last year. They had it at 1-1 at one point in the game and then ended up losing 4-1. So they'll want to get something back, even if it's a draw. But if they could get a win and get those points, this would be a huge result for the Wave.
And number 21, senior Jack Carlos with the ball, starting it for the Eagles to kick it off. Both these teams getting ready. And we are underway here at the DHS Oval Field. Trumbull starting with it. They will kick it far. Darien responding on D. Trumbull in their away white jerseys moving from right to left on your screen, Darien. In their home blue jerseys moving left to right. And ball being moved at the northern side of this oval field. Trumbull with an early possession. They're going to kick it into Darien defense, stopping that one. So that was Cameron Moyers trying to kick that ball out.
You can see even early on the plays developing, Trumbull doing well to hold the ball, Darien really just trying to keep it in their possession for a bit as they push forward here.
And ball going forward. That'll be caught up by the Trumbull keeper. Trumbull kicking the ball, trying to find an open lane.
Yeah, we can already see Jack Flynn, number 9 for Darien, is very isolated up top, and this is one of the downsides to a man-marking system. You lose that player who's going to be marking Owen Bull all game long, and so you got to work with your remaining 9 outfield players to try and make something happen.
The Darien keeper, Teo Dumas, kicking that one up. Of course, Teo is sophomore on this Darien squad. Being the starting goaltender for this year, filling in for the role of senior captain Tommy Bronca last season. Trumbull making something happening down by their bench. And ball will be kicked out. Wave getting good field position on that one.
Darien taking a little time here with the throw-in. I'm not sure if it's for a longer throw or just to stall a bit.
It'll be headed by the Eagles and getting their offensive possession going. Caught up, Darien's Miles Lefkowitz, along with number 21 for Trumbull, Jack Carlos.
Some good composed play from Trumbull so far. They're really looking to switch the fields, play it through their center backs, and ultimately out to their wing backs where they have so much space to cross it into the middle.
Shot up from Trumbull. And stopped by the Wave. Senior Kai Sparks handed it off to Moyers. And referee will blow the whistle.
Yeah, it's going to be a big ask of Darien's 2 fullbacks today, Daniil and Fox, on the outside as they look to cross the field. And it's one of the hardest balls to defend, is one that's going over your head. You have to backtrack, you have to judge it. And these Trumbull wingers are really just looking to get in behinds.
Of course, this game seeing a lot of aggressiveness on both squads, trying to get that ball, trying to get that, move that momentum going. And Trumbull just kicking the ball around.
And this is something John will be okay with. They can play it around their defensive half all they want.
Darien defense, that was headed by Luke Daniil. See Captain Mitch Davis over there with the All-American Owen Bull. Bull with it, using all that speed. We stopped up by Gaurav Parwal, and we'll go down the sideline. Cameron Moyers trying to get that one tripped up. Trumbull moving at Carlos.
And this is what Darien needs to do. Take advantage of that misstep there and counter. It's very hard for Flynn as he's on his own. Good support there and a good pass as they push forward.
Yeah, Darien moving something around. Kai Sparks down on the other end of the field. That one will go out. Darien looks like they will get the throw into their favor.
Yeah, as I said, Trumbull doing a very good job with those small passes in the midfield and final third. But Darien really just clogging the middle, making sure that they can't do anything with it so far. But Trumbull will be patient. They just need one opening to make something happen.
And Trumbull looking for that opening, but Darien defense there kicking it away.
Mitch Davis and Owen Bull are going to become best friends today. You'll see Davis is not letting him breathe. He's following him every step of the way, which is exactly the tactic that John wanted to deploy. Try and shut down their special playmaker and goal scorer.
Big kick from the Eagles. Going around the Darien defense, that's the freshman, number 31, Luke Fox on this squad, one of only 2 freshmen on this Darien varsity boys team.
Yeah, I think John does a pretty good job of trying to integrate some of your younger talent, make sure they get exposure, not just in kind of those throwaway games against easier opponents, but in big matches like this one. It really helps the program for years to come when you can get that freshman experience early on.
And Darien coming into this game last year, the majority of Darien's starting lineup was all seniors. Now fast forward to 2023, we're in a new year, so Darien trying to get that experience back that the seniors brought to the squad last year.
Yeah, and it's hard, you know, it's kind of one of those intangibles that you can't put a price on, and so, you know, one of the things John tries to do often is really just carry that momentum forward and get that experience early.
A lot of aggressiveness on both sides. Bull kicking it up. High kick, that'll go to the left of the net. Trumbull trying to recover. And Keegan with it. Big kick looking for Bull. Missed on the header. Mitch Davis there to break that one up.
Really good service in from Trumbull so far. As you see, just too high for Owen Bull, who is a towering figure. He wasn't even able to get to that, as Darien will take a breather here and I think take a bit of a slower goal kick to hopefully regroup. But Trumbull are threatening. Again, it really comes down to whether or not Darien can hold that defensive line and whether or not they can just go error-free.
And kick there from Daniil, looking for Cam Moyers. Fox kicking that one. Will be broken up by number 23, Kevin Seymour.
Yeah, and those are the possessions that John really gets frustrated with. You know, you kind of have an open pass and you just turn the ball over and immediately you're under threat again. And I mean, it's the only people it hurts are the players, because they're going to get really burnt out quickly if they're always on the defensive side of things.
And Trumbull kicking it up by the side over there. Darien playing heavy defense. Oh, Luke Daniil over there in the goal box. And big take, that one will be headed by Trumbull. Number 2, Kyle Helminger. And sky kick from the Eagles. Darien putting the ball down, trying to create some play. So that one will be caught up by Trumbull.
Yeah, Trumbull just playing this really well so far. They're taking their time, really effective passing. They have Darien on the back foot so far for much of this game, and there are going to be some tired legs out there on the Blue Wave side.
Throwing in for Trumbull, Seymour. Trying to find the net, and that will be stopped up by Teo Dumas.
Optimistic effort, but you know, it's a tight angle. I think he probably just wanted to take a hit. He didn't have too many options there and test Dumas early, who did well just to scoop that one up.
And Trumbull trying to use their size to his advantage. Of course, using all that height from Bull. Of course, number 7, Stefan Cordas over there, trying to get a shot on.
Yeah, Davis just breathing down his neck, but there's this presence from Bull in the middle of the box that Darien cannot ignore. And you can tell Trumbull are just desperate to get the ball to him.
And that one will be kicked out off of Darien. Trumbull getting another look at it. Seymour throwing it in. Trying to give and go that one, but number 10, Kyle Keegan, hitting that out. And now Fox getting it for the Wave. Nice move there from Darien. Number 9, Jack Flynn. Heard his name a lot so far this game.
Yeah, he's been doing well for a lack of support. And again, I don't say that as a knock against the Darien team. It's more of the system and the setup that they're playing. As Darien win a corner here, good work from Lefkowitz. And these are the chances in a John Bradley team that you really look to take advantage of. You know, you're not getting a lot of chances from open play, so you have to take these set pieces, and it's really a battle of physique there in the box. So Darien not putting too many men forward. It's interesting.
No big corner kick here. Darien, Cameron Moyers. Moyers kick, line drive. One going near the net, caught up. And that one will be kicked out of play. Excellent play from the Darien offense, but Trumbull D ready for that one.
Yeah, honestly, if Darien could have gotten a foot on that, a proper foot, I think they had a goal-scoring opportunity there, and it actually looks like it probably should have been another corner. However, the referee saw it as a goal kick, and Trumbull escaped that one unscathed. Really good play there from number 10, Kyle Keegan. Composure, kind of just dinking the ball, dribbling it in the midfield, and then distributing it. They're trying to play a lot through him in the center midfield.
Trumbull getting into the Darien zone. And that one will be kicked out by Darien. And Trumbull will get the throw in. Number 5 from Darien, Luke Daniil, sophomore on this squad. Now the Eagles will be throwing it in. Big throw in. Looking for Cordas. Back at crossing near the net. That one will be headed. And Cameron Moyer's getting that one out. Trumbull moving the ball around. Cam Moyer's there trying to break that one up, but Trumbull retaining their possession.
Yeah, it's really good work from Moyers there. He's vastly outnumbered. Still manages to get a foot in, almost cause a turnover, but the ball quickly goes back to Trumbull. And again, we see those crossfield balls that they're trying, hoping to find a Darien mistake. But this is better from Darien. Look at that through ball.
Moyer's trying to look for Lefkowitz. Ball getting broken up by the Trumbull D. Of course, Cam Moyers, one of the strong players on this Darien team, was on this team as a freshman and has been one of the star players for head coach John Bradley's squad. Trumbull moving it, just missing ball. Finding an open man.
Trumbull will get their corner kick on the opposite end of the field. And from a neutral perspective, it's been a pretty entertaining match so far. I'd say it's pretty open. Both teams have had some sniffs of some solid attacking play. Nothing to show for it yet, but we're still early in the game. Just about 15 minutes.
Trumbull corner kick. That one's up, headed. Kai Sparks trying to kick that one out. And Seymour kicking it over to the other side. Shot. That one will be off of senior captain Gaurav Parwal. Ref's whistle will be blown.
Yeah, and again, a chance for Darien to take a breather there. That was a foul on Jack Giovanni, D. Giovanni. A bit of a push there, led with the elbow on the header. Darien will have a free kick here, deep in their own half.
Darien free kick. That one was off of Trumbull penalty, number 14, Jack DeGiovanni, senior captain on this squad. Natiz Rayayo for Trumbull.
This is Trumbull just building up their play slowly. They find Bull. Darien does well to shut him down. You can hear the Darien bench kind of sarcastically cheering.
Trumbull moving it. Trying to find an open man. Find Seymour. Seymour kicking it, just passing the ball around. Natiz Rayayo. Cam Moyer's getting in there, finding Miles Lefkowitz. Lefkowitz fighting for that ball. And Trumbull defense there to make a play. Big kick from Trumbull, headed off of Kai Sparks. Darien getting an opportunity. Flynn trying to find Moyers, but some contact out there. Nevertheless, Trumbull will get another chance on the offense. Fighting forward in the Darien defensive zone.
Looks like another corner for Trumbull, and we've seen so many times today so far. They have some slow build-up play with their back line, Trumbull does. But they immediately look to get the ball out to their winger, and they are back and pressing Darien, keeping them on the back foot. And now they have another good set piece opportunity here with the corner.
Another big corner kick from the Eagles. That ball's up. Headed off of the Darien D, Luke Daniil. And Trumbull trying to recover. Watching this game in the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. As the refs blow the whistle. Looks like there might have been some contact over by the Darien bench, and Trumbull will get a free kick opportunity.
And again, Trumbull just looking to get it in that danger zone between the 18-yard box and the penalty mark is kind of your target for free kicks like this. This is probably a bit too low as Darien clears that off the first line.
Nice clear from senior captain Kai Sparks. Trumbull reeling it back. Slide tackle there from Sparks.
But again, vastly outnumbered here, Darien's forwards, and they're still looking to force a turnover high in the field, but some good play by Trumbull there. Quick 1-2 passes. And you feel for Flynn, he's so isolated up top. But he's putting in a shift here, trying to put that Trumbull back line under some pressure.
And Gaurav Parwal over there, both teams fighting for it.
We'll see a foul on Trumbull there. Darien again get a chance to reset.
A lot of noise from the Darien bench on that one. And a free kick opportunity.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to Darien so far. They're staying very organized and maybe being outmatched a bit skill-wise, tactics-wise. They're holding their own, and this is what John likes to do. Is he likes to keep these attacking teams at bay as long as possible and try and nick one.
Huge kick from Luke Daniil. Both these teams playing relatively neutral. Strong D and strong offense on both squads. It'll be headed by Luke Fox. Seymour kicking that one, trying to center it. Darien there to make the stop. Miles Lefkowitz, big kick. And Trumbull keeper there, ready to make that stop.
Yeah, Lefkowitz just couldn't get his foot wrapped around that one as he looked to kind of curl it into Flynn there. And it seems like Trumbull have really slowed down here in the past couple minutes. We haven't seen them pushing down the wings quite as much. And again, a testament to Darien and how they've been playing so far. Just about 20 minutes have elapsed and Trumbull haven't had a breakthrough despite being a strong goal-scoring team. That really is what Bull can do out there. He's been trying to be on the receiving end of some crosses, and here we see him providing just about as good of a ball as you can do. And Trumbull come very close there.
Indeed it was very close. Owen Bull almost right there to make a stop. That ball just going wide of the net.
And it goes to show why he is an All-American player. He's just so versatile. He wants to be scoring those goals, but he can also be a provider for this team. And that cross there was just a glimpse of his talent.
And Jack Carlos there for the Eagles. Refs will blow the whistle on that one.
Carlos draws the foul again in a very dangerous spot for Trumbull. And they'll be looking with this free kick to get it past that first line of defense from Darien. Hopefully get some height and be able to nod one in.
Trumbull looking to use this opportunity to their advantage. Trying to get one on the board with just under 20 minutes left to go in this first half. Trumbull kick, fake kick there. Setting it back up for Carlos. Trumbull kicking it. That's Gavin Reset. And a lot of contact over there. like Kai Sparks. And it looks like another free kick opportunity for the Eagles.
Yeah, kind of a mirror image of what we just saw a couple moments ago. Only one player standing by the ball, so no trickery this time. But this is what they want to deliver.
Keegan's big shot. And header will just miss that one. That goes off the head of Jack DiGiovanni.
It's a lot easier said than done, but again, those are the balls that you want played from that dead ball spot. Just kind of teasing the goalkeeper, trying to lure him off his line, and then hopefully getting a head on it into an empty net. Darien again, get away with that one.
Luke Daniil. Sky high kick. That one going out into the fans. And Luke Fox, big throw in, trying to find Flynn. And Trumbull kicking that one out. Mitch Davis and Owen Bull all over there. Bull and Davis making some nice defensive plays. Lefkowitz.
That's great play from Lefkowitz.
Tried to find Sparks, just missed. And looks like Darien will get the contact call.
I think initially he pointed as if it's a penalty, but I believe he's going to call it right outside the box.
Nevertheless, that was number 2, Kyle Helminger for the Eagles. Lots of contact and just right outside that goal box.
Yeah, I think you would have seen that Darien player almost got pushed into the box, and obviously he was on the ground inside, which might have at first glance made the referee think it could be a penalty, but I do think he was pushed from outside the box. So this, I believe, is the right call.
A big opportunity for Darien. Parker Skelton, Mitch Davis. Parker Skelton, Mitch Davis, and Cam Moyers all over there. Lining up Moyers. Shot will just go high of the net.
It's a really tough spot for a free kick. You are just on the outside of the 18-yard box, and you don't have much wiggle room to get that ball to go over the wall or around the wall and back down.
The Trumbull Eagles bringing in some substitutes. After that penalty kick opportunity for Darien, just outside the goal box. Moyers a shot, just went above the crossbar. Just about 6:10, 16:10 left to go in this game. Excuse me, in the first half. And the Tizarayo kicking it off for Trumbull.
Good pressure from Darien. You really don't want Trumbull's midfield to be able to turn, and just keeping them facing away from their net. Great ball there.
Darien, senior captain Kai Sparks with the shot. Ground ball saved by the Eagles.
Really encouraging signs from Darien to be able to find that pass out to the winger. Just couldn't get enough power behind the shot, but again, John will be very happy with that play so far.
Darien trying to add that pressure on the offensive tries. Trumbull moving the ball around. And the Eagles creating some momentum. Cordas. Kick there from Trumbull, trying to find Owen Bull. Kick there, Darien D-Ray there to head it. And Moyers kicking it big into the Trumbull defensive zone. Nice communication there from the Trumbull D and the goaltender.
Yeah, it's smart play you don't always see at the high school level, to have that composure to head it back to his own goalkeeper, be able to reset from there.
Trumbull trying to create something out, and that ball will go out. Darien will get a goal kick.
Yeah, Darien still defensively strong. I think Trumbull will find their best plays of the game are coming in the first 10 minutes or so. Since then, they've had chances here or there, but nothing that's really threatens Dumas and net.
Now Dumont and Daniil over there, and Luke Daniil will take the goal kick. Nice boot there from Daniil. Will be headed by the Eagles. Both teams moving the ball around. And whistle will be blown in favor of the Eagles. Senior captain Natizriayo kicking it up.
He's really impressed me so far in the game. Again, just so composed back there. He's kind of like the conductor in an orchestra, just slowly directing traffic.
And Sean Natizriayo trying to get another chance. The Eagles moving the ball up. Finding number 7, Stefan Kordas, centering it up. Stopped by the Darien D. Miles Lefkowitz trying to kick it out. And that one will go out, and Darien will get the ball out of their territory. Throw in from Fox. Flynn trying to fight for it. Back to Natizriayo. And big kick. Oh, whistle will be blown. Darien getting a free kick. Looks like senior captain Gaurav Parwal will take it for the Wave. Parwal with the sky-high kick. Will be headed away by the Eagles. Flynn there, trying to make a move. Nice ball touch by number 9, Jack Flynn.
Yeah, Trumbull on the counter there. They had a good opportunity. Had Darien on the back foot. Fortunately, the pass was just far too heavy. Dumas able to collect in a pretty relaxed fashion.
Oh, goaltender Teo Dumas, headed by Trumbull.
You know, and you have to say a talent like Owen Bull, even just the little things he makes look so easy.
Ball near the Darien zone. Dumas there to take that one. Looks like that ball is just going to be going in. Hit off the crossbar, and Dumas putting the signature on it to get that ball away from a Trumbull Eagles goal.
Yeah, good touch from Dumas. Again, I think he was thrown off by the bounce a bit, but he was able to kind of parry that one against the crossbar and over the net.
But nevertheless, the Eagles will get a chance on the corner kick after the nice play from the Darien goaltender. Corner kicks up, sky high. Communication, no header on that one. And the ball will go out. Looks like another corner kick for the Eagles.
Yeah, another good set piece opportunity for Trumbull as you may be able to pick up the winds really blowing here on the broadcast. And it's situations like this where it really does come into play. These soccer balls can just float a bit in the air and make it hard for Dumas and net to judge, or any player to judge as they're trying to head it.
Yeah, the wind, of course, a factor here in this soccer game at the Oval Field. Keegan with the short kick, and again, just going off the crossbar of the Darien goal. And substitutes coming in for both of these squads.
Yeah, and I think timely substitutions. I mean, we just saw there was a period where Trumbull kind of had a lull in their play and good chances, and almost within a minute of each other, they've hit the crossbar twice. So John will be hoping to slow it down as we approach the last 10 minutes of this first half.
Of course, just in like the past 5 minutes, we've seen Trumbull a lot on the offensive campaign. Haven't seen Darien take as many shots on the net.
Yeah, it's You know, one of the things about this sport is it really is a tale of momentum swings. And I think we found periods of this game or this half so far where both teams looked to be the stronger side. And right now, Trumbull are definitely pushing and have Darien on the back heel. And if you're John Bradley and you're this Blue Wave team, the last thing you want to do is concede before half, because that just completely shifts the dynamic and changes the game plan.
Yeah, so Nate DeMar for the throw-in for Trumbull. They're going to move their ball up into the Darien zone. Trumbull looking, number 17, Claudio Pizzicarola. Eagles ground ball shot, just going left of the net.
We saw Lefkowitz kind of become his own worst enemy there. He did great to intercept that initial pass. But one of the problems is he's not left with many options in order to distribute the ball. And so he was caught out of possession, and Trumbull had another attempt, but nothing that tested Dumas.
And Trumbull, of course, they have 6 shots on net so far in this game. Darien only having 3. So you can see the difference there between both of these offensive powers. Lefkowitz being tripped up. And that one will go out. And a goal kick for the Trumbull Eagles.
Yeah, some good play from Flynn so far, just to kind of become a nuisance there, and gave Lefkowitz the option to pick up that ball and charge forward. I thought there was a bit of a push, but Trumbull back to playing possession from the back, playing out of the back, and doing it pretty well. Again, another field switch. They're just trying to take advantage of this compact Darien team and try and create the gaps by switching the field.
Cam Moyers with that one, kicking it into the Trumbull zone, but no man there to make a play. Moyers with it. Looking for Fox. Fox kicking it to Lefkowitz. Lefkowitz, lots of contact over by the side. Lefkowitz being tripped up. And ref's whistle will be blown. And it looks like a yellow card will be issued to the Eagles.
I think that's going to number 18, I believe, DeMar Ice. And I believe, I was looking down, but I believe the yellow card is for his reaction there to the foul. It did come a bit late. It was an interesting call from the referee. But of course, I think if you react too strongly, especially at this high school level, the ref gets a bit card happy, and we've just seen the effect of that.
So Luke Dania with the free kick. Number 18 for Trumbull, Nate DeMar. Excuse me, DeMar A. Issue with the yellow card. And a big opportunity here for Darien late in this first half of play. Daniil, sky high kick. And no play there from Darien. Looking for a call. And a lot of contact in that goal box on Darien.
Yeah, I think Darien really just caused himself to be off balance there, trying to leap for that ball. I didn't see much contact from a Trumbull defender.
That was number 27, Matthew West, another one of the freshmen on this squad. And sophomore Briggs Davis will sub in for Darien. Big kick, header from Davis. Of course, Briggs Davis, senior captain Mitch Davis, brothers on this Darien squad.
Yeah, and Briggs, number 17 there, immediately showing his presence. He is a tall kid. John will look to play to that. Again, some good passing from Darien, but very good defending from Trumbull.
And a lot of contact. Whistle will be blown. And that will go in favor of Darien. Number 5, Owen Bull, with the contact on that one. And Darien with another free kick opportunity. Trumbull playing very aggressive, going late into this first half. Lots of contact trying to get that ball.
Yeah, Bull looks surprised, and to be fair, I'm a bit surprised by that as well. It looked like both players kind of tangled up. Darien have another free kick opportunity, but Trumbull does well to clear that out.
Kick there from Daniil. Eagles taking that one out. Looking to make something happen over by the sidelines is the Eagles. Number 17, Claudio Pizzicarola. Seymour. And they hand it off to Dylan Moreira. And Miles Lefkowitz there for the wave. Giving it to Luke Fox for the throw in. Fox is throwing, looking for Briggs Davis. Both these teams just battling it out. Just over 3 minutes left to go in first half regulation. Parwall. Sky kick going to the sideline, looking for Miles Lefkowitz. Lefkowitz battling it out. Again, contact, but he'll get that one. Really great play from Miles Lefkowitz. And then they go off to Briggs Davis in the corner.
Great play and great distribution from Lefkowitz there. I think Trumbull could have sworn they were going to get the ball, and he did well just to dink it around, play that ball forward to Davis.
Oh, Fox throwing it, looking for Davis. Trumbull playing aggressive, hitting that one out. Senior captain Gaurav Parwall there, looking for Parker Skelton. And now Owen Bull getting a chance. He will go down. And contact there, and Trumbull will get a free kick.
And this free kick really the result of a lax pass from Parwall there in the midfield. You know, he tried to just cut it in between two Trumbull players and turn the ball over. And Bull using his body to draw the foul. And again, another dangerous position here for Trumbull.
Trumbull's kick going to the net. And now it will be headed up by the Darien D.
Daniil with that header. I don't think it went the direction he wanted, but it goes out of play and does stop a goal-scoring opportunity, so he'll be okay with that.
A big opportunity for the Eagles. Of course, you hear on the sideline Darien head coach John Bradley talking it with his squad, trying to prevent a goal here late in this first half.
Yeah, his voice is booming across the pitch. He knows how important this last
shot going up, just high from Bull, using his left foot all the way on that one.
That's exactly why John is screaming. It's opportunities like that in the final minute of the first half that really just would have given Trumbull a huge momentum swing. Fortunately, Bull could not keep his foot over that, and it went over the crossbar, but a really dangerous chance, and Darien will breathe a sigh of relief as they head into the end of the first half.
Yeah, so just about 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Daniil going to take his time with this kick. Using all that strength. Finding Matthew West. Darien number 10, Cam Moyers looking for that one. Contact issued. Just as time expires here in the first half of play. 0-0 your score. What did you see throughout that first half from both of these squads?
Two strong teams and a lot of momentum swings there in the first half. We saw, you know, glimpses of brilliance from Trumbull and some pretty solid chances from Darien. I think if you would have asked John Bradley before the game if he would take going into the end of the first half 0-0, he would have said absolutely. And that's where we're at here. Encouraging play from Darien to hold a very strong Trumbull team to 0 goals so far. and they'll really need to kind of lock in for the second half. I think John would love to come out of this with a draw, but we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, so 0-0 your score going into halftime. You've been watching this in the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. We'll be right back after halftime.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and they offered to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
And back here live in the DAF Media Network. Halftime 0-0 here. Both these squads, of course, switching sides. Just want to give one quick shout out to our DAF Media crew, bringing you all the sights and sounds. In this one, Will Massey, James Ozane, Tyler Fahey, Harry Nipion, Ram Krishnan, bringing you the great cameras, graphics, and replays to this great game at the DHS Oval Field. Of course, we've seen a lot of action from both of these teams, a lot of shots on goal. What do you think we're going to see here going into the second half of play?
I would say more of the same. I think Trumbull again, finished the half very strong. They could have easily had 1 or 2 goals there. And Darien will look to be kind of cautiously optimistic. If they could get a point out of this game with the draw, they'll be really happy with the result. But again, I think there's always this perception in John's head that you can nick a goal even if it's against the run of play. So obviously that's the best case scenario, but otherwise Darien just will look to not concede here.
So Darien was starting with it in the center. Flynn handing it off to Parker Skelton. And we are underway here in the second half of play. The DHS Oval Field, you're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. So glad you could be here watching this Darien Boys varsity soccer game against Trumbull Eagles. Trumbull in their away white jerseys moving now from left to right on your screen, Darien. And their home blue jerseys moving from right to left. As Jack Flynn over on the northern side of the oval field, trying to fight for that one. And ref's whistle will be blown. And Trumbull and Eagles will kick that one off.
Yeah, they waste no time, and it shows you the difference in kind of attitude towards this game. Darien taking a little more time on the set plays and goal kicks. Trumbull immediately looked to push and put this Darien team under pressure.
Oh, Moyers tripped up from Darien. Shot from the Eagles. Man, that one will go out of play. That was going into the reach of number 2, Kyle Helminger.
Again, we talk about difference in approach here for dead ball situations, and Darien really taking their time to take the goal kick.
So Luke Daniil, big kick from Darien. Both teams fighting for it, Moyers and Sparks. Moyers trying to find Kai Sparks. Will be intercepted by the Eagles. And over there, Luke Fox and Stefan Cordas, as that will be kicked off into the Trumbull bench.
Trumbull again taking the opportunity to pass it wide, although they do turn it over. They're looking for those gaps in plays, and Darien just holding firm.
Moyers trying to look for that gap. Whistle will be blown, but Darien keeping possession. And Gaurav Parwal taking his time on this kick.
I think Skelton was kind of calling for a quick free kick there. Parwal slows it down.
Parwal getting it up. A lot of Darien players there. And Trumbull D will be quickly moving that one out of play. And Owen Bull, Mitch Davis, that will be kicked out from Davis.
Again, if you're Darien, you want to keep Bulls back towards Darien's net so he can't turn and face an attack. They've done it pretty well so far.
Parwal and Moyers. Both teams fighting for it.
Good job from Darien there. It's really easy to get your feet caught up and potentially trip an opposition player in a box, and that would be an easy opportunity for Trumbull if they got a penalty kick.
Oh, Moyers trying to find Kai Sparks. And that one will be kicked to Trumbull. Number 2, Kyle Helminger with the shot. And that one will just go high of the net. Again, lots of shots on goal from Trumbull. And that one again going high of that crossbar.
Yeah, very good effort as we'll see the replay. He just couldn't get his, couldn't lean over it just as much as he needed to. But again, a dangerous effort from probably around 25 yards out. And if you are Trumbull, you really just want to continue to try and get the ball on target. Obviously, that was an off-target effort. But
And
you really
Daniil.
want to test Dumas.
Of course, Trumbull nearing double-digit shots on goal in the stat line. A lot of good shots, but Darien defense has been helping out the goaltender. And Trumbull using a lot of momentum on their shots. Of course, a lot of them going high of that net. Need to lower their intensity on some of the shots, as that one will be picked up by Dumas.
Yeah, good work from Dumas there to kind of read that cross and come out and retrieve it. Prevents any potential nick or tap in from Trumbull.
And sky kick from Teo Dumas. Trumbull taking their time. And kick till find Jack Carlos. Trumbull moving in the zone. That one stopped by Parwall. Parwall moving away to Moyers. Moyers' shot going past the legs of the Trumbull defense and picked up by the goaltender, quickly thrown out. And kick from Trumbull, picked up by Dumas. And Dumas kick. Kai Sparks there. Long number 2 for Trumbull Helminger. Seen a lot of grit from both of these teams, playing hard defense and trying to stop the offensive campaigns.
Yeah, good result from Darien so far. Again, very talented Trumbull team with some outstanding attacking players. And they just continue, as we saw another example there, to clear the ball and keep them at bay.
And that one kicked out by Darien. Substitute coming in for this Eagles team.
Go, Trumbull!
Of course, also on the upper oval field, we have Trumbull and Darien in the JV game. I'm not sure of the score at this time, but wishing all the best to both those teams. As header up, and that one stopped by Dumas. Great play by the Darien defense and the Darien goaltending.
That's really where, from the Trumbull perspective, you need to be putting those chances away. An absolutely fantastic cross. Just needed to really direct that ball anywhere but the goalkeeper, and it went right into Dumas's breadbasket.
Darien adding a little pressure. Miles Lefkowitz over there. Header going up. Shot going into the Darien goal zone. Miscommunication on that one. And that one just going right of the net. Owen Bull there. Had a wide open lane with the Darien goalie out of position. And an overall great play from Darien.
Yeah, great opportunity from Bull. I think he just found himself under too much pressure there. He needed to kind of flick it over Dumas' head. Had it just wide, or it might have hit Dumas. Hard to tell from this angle.
No corner kick. Header again. Just going wide. Trumbull adding a lot of pressure to the start of this second half.
Yeah, between the header at the far post Bull's opportunity a couple seconds ago in that corner kick. They have come so close, and Darien really holding on by the skin of their teeth.
Trumbull, another corner kick. This one going long, sky high. And referee will blow the whistle. Nevertheless, Darien will get ball possession.
I think he was gesturing for some pushing in the box there, as Darien will be able to reset the play a little bit here.
A lot of fans coming out to watch this highly anticipated matchup here at the DHS Oval. Saw some sun earlier, but now clouds are rolling in, getting to the overcast, and a little more chillier here at the high school main oval field.
Yeah, the rain is held off, though, which I think both the players and fans are happy about. Makes for an easier game to play, and the ball's not taking unexpected bounces. During return in the opposition half here for the first time in what's felt like a while.
And so Darien on the offensive try. Throw in will be picked up from Darien, but easily escorted out by the Eagles. But Darien getting another opportunity. Cam Moyer's there. And the Eagles again will find it again, but Cam Moyer's reeling off that one a chance. Using the aggressiveness. But looks like Trumbull will get that call by the referee.
Yeah, I think that was a foul called on Moyers there for, again, a little too many hands and grabbing. Trumbull with a lot of space to distribute the ball, a lot of space on the far side. We'll see if they pick that out. They decide to go a little more direct.
Trumbull finding Gavin Reset. Reset kicking it off into no man's land. And that won't be a goal kick for Darien.
Yeah, a little too much weight on that ball, but you could see what the idea was. Again, just trying to pick through that pass and hopefully get across at the baseline. But again, Darien will probably take their time here with the goal kick.
And Luke Daniil with it. Just about 28 minutes left to go in this game. Daniil's kick. Caught by Trumbull, high one, and nice one-handed save from Dumas. Great play from Darien. You take a look at the replay. High shot, using that left hand to put that out of the way. And a nice dive from the Darien goaltending.
Yeah, at a high school level, that's probably as good of a save as you'll see. Great job. He was on the back foot, really, just to parry that one over.
Corner kick, Trumbull heading it. Again above the net. The Eagles have kept this momentum on the offensive side, but Darien reeling away. Their defense has prevailed.
Yeah, this is an onslaught right now, and honestly, Dumas, just a game of inches. I mean, if that ball goes slightly higher, the whole game changes, and Darien's still hanging in here, as it's been just about 13 minutes played in the second half.
And Daniil again with the kick. And ball will switch hands over the northern side of the field. Trumbull with the kick. Big kick from the Eagles. Headed away from Parwall. Parwall. Gavin Reset for the Eagles. Making a nice flinch move. Trumbull trying to find that space.
It's good pressure by Jack Flynn there on.
And Bull there, lots of contact from Darien. Bull will go down. Looks like that was number 31, Luke Fox for Darien, and Trumbull again will be on the free kick opportunity.
Yep, that's absolutely the right call as Bull absorbed that hit. It puts Trumbull in a very dangerous position here as he looks to take it quick.
Bull with the grounder, saved by Dumas.
Yeah, he was really, clever, crafty, trying to catch Darien off guard there, and he almost does. Fortunately, just couldn't get enough power behind it to kind of curl it around Dumas. Darien again just continuing to absorb pressure.
With that last kick, you blink and you miss it. Very quick there by Owen Bull. And nevertheless, a great save from Darien as Gaurav Parwal moving the ball around, trying to find Lefkowitz.
Yeah, and again, I think that goes to show just his caliber to be able to be clever enough to try something like that, but also just the mindset in these two teams. You know, Trumbull wasting no time trying to get a shot on target, whereas Darien kind of taking their time on even goal kicks. So,
and tripped up there is Mitch Davis. No, both teams having a word with that one, and Darien will easily get the free kick on that one. Lots of contact from both of these teams. And the referees are calling pretty much all of them.
yeah, I'd say they've done a pretty good job so far. I think there were a couple calls that maybe could have gone the other way, but it really hasn't gotten out of hand aside from that one yellow card.
And the ball moving to the other side of the field. Darien trying to do something with it. And Trumbull goaltender with the goal kick. And Trumbull with another offensive try.
You can count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Darien players behind the ball. They are really just trying to clog that center portion of the field. This Bull is forced to go out wide on the left. Again, good defensive and good man marking from Darien, but they just aren't able to clear that ball. Trumbull again back in possession and using these crossfield balls to try and open Darien up.
No, Trumbull and Darien fighting for the ball in the corner. And that one will go way out of play.
Yeah, good build-up play from Trumbull. Just couldn't wrap their foot around the ball there to get across into the middle. But again, it's been a very noticeable shift in play from Darien, and I think this is really where you get to see how John Bradley approaches a game. I think towards the middle of the first half, you saw Darien really kind of taking their chances and pushing. Really, it's been a total shift into, you know, defensive mode and making sure that they're not conceding. And I think as time goes on, you're only going to see more evidence of that. You're going to see late substitutions to try and take some time off the clock. You're going to see some more ball clearances that you didn't see in the first half. And Darien really just playing for a draw here as far as it's going currently.
No, Trumbull trying to get on the offensive try. Hitting it back to their defenders. And big kick there from the Eagles, headed by Bull. And that one will go out of play.
And I think Trumbull gets a corner kick here. Last couple of which have been so dangerous. You're John sitting over there on the sidelines, so you have to be a little nervous. He's looking at his phone.
So corner kick from Trumbull. High ball, Darien putting it down, getting it out of zone contention.
And that's the clearance that you're hoping for from Darien, and Flynn almost.
Shot there, Dumas easily able to pick it up. Another big opportunity for the Darien defense.
Yeah, and Flynn almost had a good counter opportunity if he caught that ball out and was able to make that tackle. Fortunately for Trumbull, they were able to maintain possession and got another shot on target. These are the counter opportunities that Darien are looking for, and Flynn just...
Flynn, goaltender getting down on his knees for that one. I mean, both these teams' goaltenders have been outstanding in this game, keeping this score 0-0.
Yeah, I completely agree. They've been very solid, and, you know, from Dumas' standpoint, we've seen some exceptional saves, but very composed from Trumbull as well. Really just stepping up when asked.
Just over 20 minutes left to go in the second half of play. You're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Athletic Foundation and Darien Foundation. So glad you could be with us to watch Darien Varsity Boys Soccer versus versus the Trumbull Eagles. And that one will be kicked out by Cam Moyers, Miles Lefkowitz over there.
Does well just to maintain possession. And again,
Fox
Flynn trying to
kicking
get
it.
on the end of that ball.
Trumbull putting that one down. Moyers trying to find it. Nice move there from Reset. Darien D there, Mitch Davis in a dangerous spot. You know, you have Owen Bull there right near the net. He's got the ball. And Darien defense there to make a very crucial stop.
Yeah, it's one of those players where you just can always sense he's breathing down your neck, and Davis does well there to clear it, even if it's for a corner, you know, just to prevent him from taking it in on net.
So Trumbull with another corner kick. That one high, headed on the ground, and that will be kicked out of play. Great play from both of those teams. Trumbull trying to get the offensive opportunity. Darien putting that ball out of play. But nevertheless, Trumbull with another corner kick on the other side of the field.
Yeah, I don't know how much closer Trumbull can get without scoring. They've had so many opportunities, and yet another dangerous chance here with a corner.
Morira on the corner. Dumas putting that one out. And again, another corner. Putting his hands all over that ball. Again, another corner from Trumbull. This one going deep, sky high. Headed, and that one will go out of play. And Darien with a much needed play to get out of that corner kick frenzy, as you say, for the Eagles.
Yeah, well said. And, you know, Dumas there will be happy to have a couple moments to himself. He was looking while he was standing in the net, trying to peek around the Trumbull players, and made a great save there on what was essentially a direct shot from the corner. You know, good awareness and good ability to make that save.
So for Darien, Luca De Benedettis coming into this game, the sophomore. Getting some action out there. Big kick from Trumbull. And just going right of the posts.
Yeah, we're just over halfway through the second half. And again, you know, we've seen some Darien opportunities on the counterattack, but Trumbull really just applying constant pressure, and Dumas has held it off so far. But if they keep peppering him, all it takes is one, and Trumbull walk away with the result here.
Oh, Danilo with the kick. That one going high. Jack Flynn. And Reset and Flynn both looking to head that one, and will be off of Darien. And nevertheless, Reset with the throw in. He finds number 10, Kyle Keegan. Trumbull with the opportunity with Cordas. Handing it back to Keegan. Keegan trying to find his man. Darien defense just needing to hold on. Shot. And then again saved by Teo Dumas. Teo Dumas being the star player for Darien this game. Saving what looks to be double-digit shots on goal for the Eagles. And keeping this game at bay.
Yeah, he's played very well, and, you know, you look at him and he's not maybe the tallest figure there in net, but he's shown his athleticism and kind of his read of the game, being able to predict where he needs to be and be able to stop those dangerous efforts.
Oh, Fox kicking that on the other side of the field. That one will be intercepted by the Eagles. And Cordas getting that to Keegan. And Lefkowitz there for Darien.
Yeah, miscommunication there from Trumbull. They just weren't sure who that pass was intended for and just let it roll away. But they are back in possession, as has been so common here.
Yeah, Trumbull having possession of the ball in offensive territory has been a trend throughout this entire game, as that shot will be deflected off Darien. Another shot deflected off Gaurav Parwal. And again, this Darien defense has been the stars of this game.
Yeah, number 24 rather for Trumbull, Morera. both from their last possession when he kind of chipped that one in towards Bull, but also that shot he was just trying to unleash. He's really pressing up from that center back position.
Shot going high, caught by Dumas.
He's almost playing kind of a defensive midfielder and just providing Trumbull with another angle of attack. They do need those numbers to break through this Darien team, who remains solid so far.
Yeah, both these teams not letting up just yet. Still 15 minutes to play in the game. Kai Sparks, and he will be tripped up. Sparks tripped up. And Darien offensive territory. And a big kick coming from the Wave.
Not the cleanest tackle from Trumbull, but some good sportsmanship after there to kind of maybe spare himself a yellow card. But this is a dangerous position, and it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Darien's still keeping 3 players back. Actually, that's 4.
So Moyers solo on the kick. Haven't seen an opportunity like this from Darien much in this second half. Moyers talking it over with head coach John Bradley about where positioning. Of course, Trumbull goaltender's been great this game, and lining up, here we go. Moyers kick, ground ball kick, stopped by Trumbull. Moyers trying to fight for it as De Benedettis is near there. And Gavin Reset over by the near sideline. Keegan and Jack Flynn fighting for that one.
Yeah, good play from Flynn just to hold up the ball, and I think this is what John was hoping for, a little back further in the field before Trumbull were able to break, just to slow that play down, whether or not it's a tackle or a foul. In this case, it's a foul as Trumbull have another set play opportunity. Great
Big
ball
kick from Trumbull. And that one will go in the net. On the corner side, it looks like Teo Dumont was near there. Take another look at it. And it looks like that might have been off of a Darien player.
Hopefully we can get another look at this one. I think what happened was
we take another look at it again. Looks like that might have been off of number 31, Luke Fox.
I think what it actually might have been, I think it just bounced kind of in a dangerous spot. What Dumas was doing was he was trying to play a read, and it was expecting Trumbull's Bull to get on the end of it. And when a touch didn't come, he was kind of caught out of position. You see that a lot with a dangerous ball, and that's why from a set piece, even from that distance, you just want to get it on target. Because if both players miss, as they did, a ball just bounced in and Dumas was kind of planted.
And so a little miscommunication by the Darien defense in the goal box. And a wonky goal for sure. And nevertheless, Trumbull will go up 1-0.
Yeah, and I do think they had someone to judge that would be credited to Morea. Again, just getting that set ball in and on target.
Darien getting on offense. Big shot from Parwall going up, and that one will go above the crossbar.
Yeah, now you essentially are ripping up your game plan for the last, whatever it is, 70 minutes. Because now you have to push for a goal. And I think John said you either you can lose a game 1-0 or 3-0, and it really makes no difference. So Darien, you will see a lot more of them attacking in this final 12 minutes of the second half.
So my apologies. That was number 10 for Darien, Cameron Moyers on that last kick. As Trumbull goaltender with the goal kick. That one will be headed up by Garv Parwall. Darien on a mission right now. Lefkowitz fighting for it in the other end. And then Trumbull again move that ball into offensive territory. As the ball will be trading places over at the northern side of the field. Again, you're watching this game in the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. So glad you could be joining us to watch this varsity boys soccer contest.
And now again, the scripts have flipped. Trumbull not as urgent anymore, and you can't blame them. They've got a 1-0 lead they can sit on. But I do think they're going to continue to attack here and look for a second and really put this game away.
Trumbull with a free kick, headed up and saved by Teo Dumas.
He's gotten just the kitchen sink thrown at him today. And you can imagine he's frustrated having let that one in, because another great save from Dumas.
Yeah, so that last one, that ball was off the head of number 32, Sebi Gardner of Darien. Trying to avoid an own goal. As Bull nears the side with Darien sophomore Michael Niffen coming into the game.
Good play from Bull, and again, Darien doing what they need to, just making him turn backwards and play it back to Trumbull's defense. They're slowing the play down. We just inch under 10 minutes to go in this game.
Yeah, Darien's game plan this game so far, and they have succeeded, is to try to hide the presence of Owen Bull. And so far they've done a good job. They've limited his presence out there on the field. It's a corner shot up for Darien. Jack Flynn near there. Opportunity. Darien player going on the ground, but ball will go back in the Darien zone. So as I was saying, Owen Bull has been limited throughout this game. Hasn't seen him a lot, or we haven't said his name a lot throughout this game. Hasn't seen a lot of action, but Darien prioritizing him, uncovering him on the defensive side.
For sure, and he has had his chances, but Darien have done a good job to really stifle him. Unfortunately, that takes one of your outfield players away from really being able to build up in situations like this. And it looks like John might have abandoned the man marking so far, or at this point, rather. Because, again, I think he realizes the importance. You obviously need to get a goal back to try and come away with at least a draw.
Gaurav Parwal moving that ball to the keeper. Dumas taking it himself. Not finding an open man, miscommunication, going down the middle, back to Dumas. Again, kicking it down the middle, always dangerous in the game of soccer. As Luke Daniel will kick that one away. Darien trying to create something. Kai Sparks. Again, that Trumbull D prevailing. And Cam Moyers, a little bit of contact on that one. It was Trumbull again with the kick. It was putting down number 10, Kyle Keegan. Oh, Trumbull with the kick to Giovanni. Darien trying to move the ball out of their zone. And Lefkowitz heading it down the middle. As Darien's Luke Fox trying to reel that one on the sideline. Contact. Referee blowing the whistle. And Darien will get a much needed offensive try. Parwal on the kick. This Darien bench getting up.
These are very much the games where you can get some results, even if it's a draw. It really helps your chances of qualifying for FCIACs, which, you know, this seems to be a season where Darien does need the points. Trumbull doing well just to maintain possession of the ball, and now they're on the counter.
And Darien senior captain Aiden Smith on the contact with that one. As Darien getting their opportunity, or excuse me, Trumbull getting their opportunity. Stefan Cordas over there, and Darien will reel it in for a kick. Just above 6 minutes left to go. Not too much time left in regulation. Darien needing that play right now.
And they've had, distant sniffs of it. They really just haven't come close with the end products. But that does not stop you if you're Darien. They're still looking to push. Again, it's really just a ball they need to fall in the right position and be able to finish it. But they just haven't had too many chances so far.
And Darien's Kai Sparks over there. That one will go out, and Trumbull will get possession. Darien's Briggs Davis over there to put that one out.
Yeah, I think the refs have done a pretty good job. I think that might have been a bit of a softer call, but Trumbull will be happy to get it. Darien a little frustrated. They approach 5 minutes left in the game. They're still channeling things through Bull. Great first touch there.
Bull moving that ball around, using his feet, and he will cross it for Cordas, getting into the goal box, finding an open man. And Miles Lefkowitz reeling it in for Darien, trying for an offensive push, but will be stopped by the Eagles. Cordas giving it a give and go. Near the Darien goal, hit off Dumas, and that one will go OB.
Yeah, really good, again, really good play from Dumas. Again, he's fast off his line, kind of slides to limit the angle for Trumbull, and another great save. We're under 5 minutes to go, and Darien really need to take advantage here and try and counter, but I mean, most of this second half has indicated Trumbull will come out with this win. And I think from the neutral perspective, you would say they deserve it.
Yeah, Trumbull has played their hearts out in this game. Countless offensive opportunities. And Darien as well. I mean, they've gotten the ball in the offensive zone, but mainly throughout this second half, we've seen the ball in the opposite side of the field for Darien.
Yeah, and it's taken some acrobatics from Darien's keeper, Dumas, really to keep this game as close as it is. And it's funny, one of the more bizarre chances is the one that ends up going in, but it's a funny game, and that's how it works sometimes.
Both teams talking about it over by the side. Trumbull taking their time. You see our graphic right there. Trumbull 22 shots on goal. And Darien single digits. Darien trying to do something. One last offensive push. And Miles Lefkowitz getting all the contact over there. As Darien's trying to finesse against this Trumbull offense and defense, as Trumbull will get another look at it.
I think he just was offsides, but again, very impressive skill there from Bull to kind of do a bit of a Maradona spin, turned pass. Darien just need to get this ball as far upfield as possible.
The ball going into the other side of the field. Darien trying to get a spark. Owen Bull making a move, but Cam Moyer's there trying to get it away. Bull using all that strength and agility.
Yeah, and frankly, it's been this last 5-10 minutes where Bull hasn't been man-marked, where you've really gotten to see why he was man-marked in the first place. His hold-up play is great, able to dribble, he sees the pass, and he's able to just kind of maintain possession here when they're just trying to wind down the clock.
So just above 2 minutes left to go on the scoreboard. Lots of contact. Referees will blow the whistle, and it will go in favor of the Eagles. Darien's looking like they're losing their opportunities.
Flynn kind of lifting his hands in the air. He felt he was really just kind of bodying, trying to keep Trumbull away from the ball. The ref saw it as a foul, and Trumbull have a chance to burn some more time.
And the Darien player will be tripped up, but Darien needing to hurry up. 1:18 left to go in play. Cameron Moyers with the free kick.
This is kitchen sink o'clock.
One last push. Header going up near the net. Darien with the chance. And just missed that. That looked like Jack Flynn had somewhat of a shot on that one. It was just just above a minute left to go in play. And all Trumbull has to do is eat up the clock. But Trumbull near their high ball, and that one will go in. Number 7, Stefan Cordas. And Trumbull will go up 2-0.
As we'll see in the replay here, that's a really good finish from a tight angle. Again, very harsh on Dumas. You'll see he kind of takes his time. You almost think he takes too much time here. Looks for a cross and says, no, thank you. I'll take this myself. Just kind of puts some power behind it, goes over Dumas' head into the far corner. Again, we get another replay. This is a really good finish.
Yep, so Cordas with the nice shot, evading the Darien D and just going above the hands of Teo Dumas.
And this is, again, page out of John Bradley 101. A 2-0 loss means the same thing at the end of the day as a 1-0. Obviously, goal difference if it comes down to it later in the season. But Darien had to push, and Trumbull did well to counterattack and get their second goal. They might get a third here.
Yeah, so Trumbull still on the offensive push, not letting up just yet. Handing it off again to Cordas. And Darien will get another push. Miles Lefkowitz, 10 seconds left to go in the game. Big kick just going left of the goal. And the clock will run out in regulation in this game. Trumbull taking the upper hand 2-0. And Eric, Trumbull and Darien, both these teams, it was 0-0 coming out of halftime. Both these teams are playing neutral soccer. And what do you think was the overall spark for Trumbull to get on the scoreboard?
I think they just knew how to grind today, and I think that all of these chances that came so close that Dumas was maybe able to prevent from going in, you know, I think that just provided them more of a spark, more encouragement to keep pushing towards the net. And, you know, Trumbull got the win, and I think they very much deserved it today. I also think John Bradley will take this and talk to his team and say, look, it was a great result for, you know, what was it, 75 or 65 minutes. So Darien have a lot to be proud of, but again, they're going to have to start picking up wins somewhere along the season. This could have been a good result, but at the end of the day, Trumbull were just too talented and too strong, and they got the full result.
Indeed, it is. So Darien taking the loss in this game. Of course, they will take on the Bridgeport Central Hilltoppers in their next game. And of course, Trumbull Eagles for their next game will be taking on the best ranked team in the FCIAC of the Greenwich Cardinals. So what do you think both these teams are going to have to do to go into their next games?
Yeah, I think Trumbull will definitely want to look to be more clinical. They had so many opportunities, and they just needed to break down this team earlier. Again, against a team like Greenwich, you're not going to have one-way traffic for a lot of the game. You're not going to be able to just have unfettered chances. So they're really going to have to make the ones that they do have count. From the Darien perspective, you know, I think you can take a lot of positives from this result. They were very organized. They played well. Dumas is an outstanding goalkeeper. And I think you just have to keep leaning into these and get those wins from, you know, other teams who aren't towards the top of the FCIAC to ensure that you get that chance in the playoffs and kind of those must-win games that they really can come behind and perform in.
Yes, so indeed it is, and that will wrap it up here on the DAF Media Network. Trumbull Eagles defeating the Darien Blue Wave 2-0. Want to give one final shout-out to our DAF Media crew, bringing you all the sights and sounds in this game. Will Massey, James Ozane, Tyler Fahey, Harry Polinipian, excuse me if I mispronounced that, and Ram Krishnan, of course, our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. Eric, it was great to have you on the call today for the boys' soccer game. And one last scoreboard call. Trumbull Eagles will defeat the Darien Blue Wave 2-0. And you're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Thank you, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.